Hey guys, what's going on? White Fox 1225 here. Today I'm going to be talking about Dying Light, which is an awesome game that I'm really excited for. And in this video I'm going to tell you guys all about the gameplay and the story, pretty much everything you need to know about the game. So, Dying Light is being developed by Techland, and Techland made the Dead Island games, which is also a zombie game, and they also made one of my favorite games, Call of Juarez. I really loved that game. I really thought the gunplay was great, and I don't want to get too far into it, but yeah, they've made some really great games. So moving on to the gameplay, what this game really brings to the table is a unique gameplay. I'm sure the story will be really good, but so far the gameplay mechanics just look awesome. So like I said, it's a zombie survival game, and it focuses on a lot of things in gameplay. So first, the ability to craft weapons. So this isn't something new. We saw this in like the Dead Rising games. I've never personally played those because they're just for console. But they are pretty popular, and it does focus on weapon crafting. But some of the weapons you can craft in this game look pretty cool. There's like this knife that you put like electrified barbed wire over. Just some really cool stuff, and I'm sure we'll have to use our creativity to come up with some of those weapons. So far it looks like most of the weapons in the game are going to be melee focused weapons. In the gameplay we haven't seen any like guns or anything. So it does look like there are mostly just going to be melee weapons. So the biggest part of the gameplay is definitely like the movement system. So they have like this parkour free running system where you can like run fast, you can like jump over zombies, but you can also like grapple on like I don't know, you can grapple on like telephone poles, you can like jump on buildings. The game does take place in what looks to be like South Africa, so there's like a bunch of like rooftops that you can jump from, and a lot of the gameplay does focus on avoiding combat over like confronting zombies. So what this allows them to do is like put huge amounts of zombies in the game. So in a game where you have to take on the zombies one on one, they can't put like 1,000 zombies on the screen at once because it would just be way too much for the player. But when the player has to run away from the zombies and has to use like creative paths and like different like parkour moves to get away from the zombies, they can do the things where they have giant zombie hordes. So they have different things for the parkour. Like I said, you can like climb up telephone poles, you can like jump from buildings to buildings, and it all looks really fluid. There's even this move where you like jump over a crowd of zombies. If you guys watch the gameplay, I'm sure you can see just how great the movement system looks. So I'm definitely excited for the movement system. It's definitely something unique that we haven't seen in a lot of games. The only thing I'd say that's kind of close to this is the new movement system in Titanfall, but that's pretty much it. I don't think we've seen anything like it other than that. So another really cool gameplay mechanic is that the zombies change overnight. So there is a full day and night cycle, and one thing I really like about the day and night cycle is when it's dark outside, it's actually dark. And now what I mean by this is when it's nighttime, it's actually hard to see. I think this is really cool, and it's something a lot of games don't do. Like Skyrim, for instance, when it was like dark outside at its darkest point, you could still see extremely well. And I know it would kind of be annoying if like it was way too dark to see and you had to go like sleep in an inn. Personally, I like that for role-playing reasons, but I understand why people wouldn't like that. But I'm really excited for like just on a survival standpoint. It's important that you want to make sure you're in a safe place when night hits, and that's something that's really cool. But anyway, the zombies are going to transform at nighttime. They're going to get faster. They have the ability to climb buildings just like you do. So they can do things like that. They can sprint at the player. They have increased damage. I think they might even have more health. So definitely they're a lot stronger at nighttime. At night there's also going to be this zombie comes out called a Night Hunter, and he's like a really rare type of zombie, and once he spots you, it's pretty much impossible to get away from him. It sounds like it's going to be really powerful. But those are the kinds of zombies that will be out at night, and so it might seem like it's going to be really hard to survive at night, and I'm sure it will be. The one thing you can do is use your night detection, your night sense. That's what it's called. Your night sense, and you sort of spot the zombies around you. Towards the end of the gameplay, I'll put a video on the screen right now. You can sort of see he uses like this sort of ability where the zombies are outlined, and they do that because it is really dark, and without that, I wouldn't be able to see. So now let's talk a little bit about the story. So they definitely haven't talked about the story that much, but what they have said is that the story is going to be really serious. It's going to be like emotional, and definitely the story is going to be, I think they said that they want the story to be a lot better than Dead Island. Some people like Dead Island, but from what I hear, the story isn't the strongest part of it. Personally, I've never played the Dead Island games. They just never looked that interesting to me. I love zombie games, but I was never really interested by them. But the story wasn't really the strongest part from what I hear. So apparently in this game, the story is going to be a lot more emotional, more powerful. Like I said, it looks like the game takes place in South Africa, or South America, sorry. And that hasn't been confirmed at all, but that's just something that I think just because of the way the landscape looked. Other than that, there is another faction of humans in the games, or another group of survivors. They refer to them as Razor's Men in the gameplay. We haven't learned anything more about them, but I'm sure they'll be an important part of the story. So there are 4 main characters, and you can switch which character you control. And you can also level up and sort of customize each character. Not the way they look, but sort of in the way that they perform. I think they're probably going to be like skill lines or something like that. Even though they haven't said anything about it, they've also confirmed that there will be a co-op in the game. Just some speculation, I'm pretty sure there's going to be 4 players, and you'll each take the role of one of the main characters, and you'll be playing the main story. That's complete speculation, that's not confirmed at all. But that's just what I think it will probably be. So this game is going to be released in 2014. There's no really specific date, but it's going to be released on all platforms, so all of the old consoles, all the new consoles, and the PCs. So the Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, and the PC. So it sounds pretty awesome. I'm really excited for this game, and it hasn't been getting a lot of coverage, and it doesn't seem like a lot of people are as excited about it as I would expect. So that's kind of why I decided to do this video. I'll also be covering a bunch of upcoming games as the weeks go on, and of course I'll be doing my ESO Saturday podcast every Saturday. I'm also starting a Division podcast that I'll be doing. Other than that, I'm going to be covering games like The Evil Within. I'm going to do a video on pretty soon, and videos on other bunch of upcoming games. So if you guys are interested, make sure you subscribe. If you liked the video, it'd be awesome if you could give it a like. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been getting a lot of subscribers in the past couple of days, which is so awesome. I have to thank you everyone who subscribed, and even the new subscribers and the old subscribers. Thank you so much. And hopefully the channel just continues to grow, and I can keep making videos, because I love making videos for you guys, and I'm happy that you guys like to watch the videos. So thank you so much, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.